This is the MGTOW Infinium here with another Infinium Short-Take. This Infinium Short-Take is entitled, All Men, Please Be Advised. My brothers, yesterday I was watching RPM's take on Will Smith's Simp Out, which occurred during the Oscars. In its content, RPM stated that the incident between Smith and Rock was a death warrant for black men because it was a virtue signal to do stupid things like simping out. As well, RPM advised black men who are red pill, SYSBM, Igmore, MGTOW, etc. to self-segregate from other black men who are in relationships with women. If anything, these black men should put great distance between themselves and the men who are in relationships with women. My brothers, before I begin, I would like to give a shout out to RPM because what he stated in his content was solidly on point. As well, thank you RPM for all that you do because it is of great benefit to all men in the manospheres. Finally, my brothers, there will be a link to RPM's site so that you can check out what he said. Continuing on, my brothers, I believe that RPM's warning to black men should be heeded by all men who are red pill and MGTOW. This is because of the great war which involves the freedom of all men, no matter what race they are. Thus, it is all men who should not only take into account the tactical components of this war, but as well heed the warnings which can prevent them from stepping onto landmines which have been planted by the feminist plantation state. With that being said, my brothers, here are some main points which you need to be aware of in this war that we are all in. Number 1, it can happen to you. There is a general inference that a black man would not simp out like Will Smith did if Chris Rock was a white man. In fact, it has happened publicly in the past. For instance, Senator Cory Booker simped out on public TV in defense of judge nominee Ketanji Brown Jackson. Booker's simp out, although indirect, was his way of defending Brown against the white male conservative leaders who are grilling Brown in terms of her nomination to the Supreme Court. My brothers, we are in an era where, again, anything and everything is possible. And going forward, you are going to see direct confrontations, simp out confrontations, black on white, white on black, Asian on white, like the type of thing that happened between Will Smith and Chris Rock because of the virtue signaling that it is okay to simp out. Number 2, that it's okay to simp out or white knight when it comes to helping women in trouble. My brothers, I listen to a radio broadcast which is over the internet early in the morning sometimes, and the men that are on this broadcast who say they are Christians call men who do not help women in trouble pansies. And they say that it is no reason for men not to help women in trouble. And my brothers, the problem with this is we all know as red pill men, as MGTOW men, there is a great danger when it comes to helping women in trouble. And this is primarily because the women who are in trouble, if we go out and white knight and save them, they can turn around on us and say that we raped them, we did something to them, all types of evil that has happened. And it has happened. It is not something of the imagination. There's proof of this type of thing happening. There's proof of men being put in jail for saving women, being accused of rape, all types of things. So these two men do not address the condition which has created this, which again, it is the Me Too It is the rabid feminism, which men can be put into jail for just smiling at a woman because these women have accused them of rape. That's what's going on. And these two men, again, are saying for men to enter into a now dangerous condition because if they do not help women, they are to be considered as pansies, as weak men. And it is time, in terms of what these men are saying, for men to be men. And in their view, it is going out and helping women when they are in trouble, which, again, we as Red Pill and MGTOW men know that that is not the case. Number 3, the self-segregate advisement given by RPM should be heeded by all men. This is because when a woman is involved, like RPM discussed, she is not there as a friend, but she is there for the purpose of infiltration and acquiring tactical data on both parties. So my brothers, again, when a woman is involved with a male friend of yours, she is there in all likelihood to gather tactical data on you as well as your friend, and as well to do infiltration. So she's not only getting data on you, she's getting data on him. She's infiltrating into your friendship between you and the other guy. She's doing all types of things. And as well, she may even cause a situation where it results in great strife between you and the friend. So she may even break up that friendship. She may even get you into a situation where you end up in a fight with that guy. You don't know. But my brothers, heed that warning to self-segregate yourself. If a male friend of yours, has a woman in the picture, so to speak. Number 4, the self-segregate advisement should be heeded even when there is swirling involved or the woman is a lesbian. My brothers, it does not matter what color they are or if they are a lesbian. Going back to number 3, if a woman becomes involved in a relationship where you and another man have been past friends, and all of a sudden, again, a woman shows up, whether she's straight or gay or another color, she is there for the purpose of gathering tactical data on you both, as well as looking for ways to infiltrate into the relationship you have with the other man. So if you have a tight relationship, if you've been buddy since childhood, and all of a sudden a woman shows up, that woman is there not in terms of the relationship. She is there for infiltration purposes and there to gather tactical data on you both. And as well, anything and everything can happen because she can interject herself based on the infiltration capabilities and based on the tactical data that she has on you both and destroy that relationship you have with your friend. And let's say if you were in a business or something like that, she will cause that business to be destroyed. Again, if you were a partner with that guy in a business, invariably and inevitably, she will cause that business and that partnership to be destroyed, for example. So it does not matter what color these women are. They can be black, white, Asian, whatever. As well, if they are gay, black, white, Asian, or whatever. It is highly dangerous. And again, you should self-segregate if that situation becomes like that. And in particular, if it's a business type situation, I would suggest that you do what RPM said to do. Put them on a long spoon and protect yourself. Make sure you're protected, particularly in a business situation, from any type of thing that may happen to you because of the involvement of a woman. Number 5, whether or not the Oscar incident between Will Smith and Chris Rock was staged, it still accomplished the purposes for which it was intended, which in this case, one of those purposes is the enslavement of men to the feminist plantation state, no matter what. My brothers, there is two sides of it. One side that I stand on, basically the network type of thing where a golden opportunity like Howard Beale comes along and it's unexpected, and Howard Beale gets on the TV and starts ranting and raving that he's mad as hell and he's not going to take it anymore. And the network execs, instead of stopping it, use that as gold because it improves the ratings of the network that Howard Beale is on. Now, there's the other side of it where there is evidence or people are feeling that this whole thing was staged to cover up other things that are going on in the government. So, yes, it could be either way, but nevertheless, my brothers, if it was staged or not, it still accomplished what needed to be done in terms of the feminist plantation state. And my deal is, nevertheless, we as Red Pill and MGTOW men need to be cognizant of these things, staged or not, and continue with what we need to do instead of being caught up in being persuaded to do what the feminist plantation state wants us to do. My brothers, as I've stated beforehand, we are in dangerous times, and we men all face a common threat to our freedom. That is why holding the line, daily consumption of red pills, and daily embracement of the MGTOW philosophy is vitally important to us all. This is the MGTOW Infinium, and this has been an Infinium Short-Take. My MGTOW brothers, as always, stay safe, stay strong, stay on the MGTOW path, and remember, MGTOW is the liberation of men's minds. MGTOW cannot and will not be stopped.